Jeremy here for Common Collected. Today we're looking at Hot Wheels Mario Kart Rainbow Road. Normally when I do a review video, I do an unboxing right here on a little table in front of me. But I don't think that's going to work this time. Because this is Hot Wheels' biggest track set ever! It was about 10 years ago that Hot Wheels brought out the Super 6-Lane Raceway, and it's reigned for almost 10 years, but has it come to an end? Mario Kart Rainbow Road was originally leaked back in March 2021 on Amazon, but it didn't actually end up coming out until August 1st, and that was only at Target. It wasn't immediately available for shipping to home or in-store pickup, so I was lucky after driving about an hour the Target I went to actually had one left in stock. One of the first things that struck me was it seems like it comes in a shipper box. The track has 5 lanes, but it comes with 2 racers, Mario Kart and the first appearance of King Boo, both in standard carts. This shows the 2 layouts that you can do. There's an S-curve and then also a straight track, much like the Super 6-Lane Raceway. If you flip it over and get a look on the back, it's just bare cardboard with some printing. How retro of you, Hot Wheels. It feels very 80s, like Castle Grayskull. Man, it really does feel like I'm opening a furniture box. We've got 4 pieces like this. They're labeled A through D. This is the section of the track that includes the items and the triggers that make them pop up. Here, this is the finish line that actually catches the cars at the very end. This is the section that will hold the finish line. And here's the starting gate. Here's a support piece. We'll find out what this is for. There's 2 of those. Another support piece. Here's the finish line. These are little railing pieces that'll go around the curve sections. Here's a base that'll hold a support. We've got the starting gate with Lakitu, or is it Lakitu? Just another random support piece. Here's our question blocks. Here's some star tunnels that'll go after the launch. This is the tall support piece for the highest part of the track. And finally, we've got some Rainbow Road sections. There's 2 short ones. They seem like they're identical. And there are 2 long ones. This one has dips in it. And then there's a longer, smooth, straight track. We've got some safety paperwork and the manual. Finally, we're at the bottom of the box. But wait, there's one thing left. It's our racers. We've got Mario in a standard cart. And then the first appearance of King Boo, also in a standard cart. The first step to putting everything together is installing the batteries. Build 1 is the S layout, and it looks like we're starting from the end. So the first thing we're doing is clipping on the part that catches the cars and the piece that holds the finish line support. And then we're going to clip on that first small section of Rainbow Road. Let's clip on the finish line itself. Next up is the track piece that has the items inside and the triggers that launch the items. There's some clever engineering going on here. When one of the triggers is knocked down, it randomly pops up some items, and it could even be the lane of the racer who triggered it. And you can also lock the triggers so no items will pop up, and all 5 cars should just roll right over those triggers. The question blocks here are mounted on these little posts that are actually going to help support the track once you push it down all the way. Next, we'll clip those 2 pieces together.
And then we'll add on our next short piece of rainbow track. Looking at the next step in the instructions, I noticed this piece had a color change. So we're going to take one of those pieces and mount it onto the curve piece labeled with the letter C. Then we're going to get the curve piece labeled D and clip those two together. We're going to grab one of these support pieces and clip it on the bottom. I noticed on this one side it doesn't really clip. It's going to be a little loose, but I think gravity is just going to hold the track onto the base. Next we're going to put on the side railings, and they're also labeled A through D. So we're just going to clip on the corresponding fence piece with the right curve section. When we get to the middle here, we're going to make sure they're overlapped properly and pressed down all the way. Just wanted to mention here how much I appreciate that all these stickers came pre-attached. I was pleasantly surprised during the unboxing that there wasn't a sticker sheet included. For curve sections A and B, we're going to follow a very similar process. A and B must be higher up on the track. They're going to get a taller support piece. All we need to do now is clip on those railings again. Now we can bring the two curved sections in with the finish line that we've already completed, and we'll clip in the long curvy section of Rainbow Road. Clipping the star tunnels onto this straight piece, they seem like they're going in at a little bit of an angle, but once the track is actually at a slant, the stars will be straight up and down. Next we'll take the starting gate piece and we'll clip Lakitu onto that. We've got one long support piece left. We're going to clip it into a base piece, and then here's an extender that will make this support the tallest, and it'll clip on the bottom of the starting gate. And we're almost ready to race. We can clip the final pieces together. I thought it might be helpful to know about how much space this takes up. It's about 41 inches deep and about 50 inches wide. You know, with 5 tracks we can't race with just 2, so we've also got dry bones and a standard cart. Diddy Kong and a pipe frame cart. And a Shy Guy in a B Dasher. For the first layout, we're going to use the items in the unlock position. So whichever racer hits the question blocks first will trigger the random items. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our debut race. In lane 1, Diddy Kong. Lane 2 is Shy Guy. Lane 3, Dry Bones. Followed by King Boo and Mario. And they're off! Oh, Diddy Kong gets the question block, but triggers his own item, giving the win to Shy Guy. Let's gear up for another go. Whoa, almost a repeat of the first race. Diddy Kong stops himself again, but this time the win goes to Dry Bones in lane 3. Now let's follow the assembly instructions in order to transition from the S layout to the straight track. The first thing you have to do is take this support off the starting line, but I was finding that difficult, so I guess I'll move on to this piece. Can't really seem to get this one off either. What's going on here? These plastic clips are really hard to unsnap. I decided to flip this section over and use a screwdriver. Try to make it a little easier to pop these pieces apart. Kinda surprised how difficult it was. Definitely wouldn't be something I would want to do often. I go back to the first part again with the screwdriver, and this time that does the trick. I can take out that extra piece that makes it a little bit shorter. These are the two pieces that you'll have left over. Thinking about customization, I decided to see if they would snap into each other. Seems like they want to, but there must be some extra plastic that's preventing them from clipping all the way. If you're thinking about using the track set in this layout, you are going to need about 8 feet of wall space. For this layout, I put the items in the lock position, so the racer should make it all the way to the bottom without triggering any items. Here we go! Ooh, and Diddy Kong takes it. He must be in a fast pipe frame kart. Ooh, and Diddy Kong takes it again. King Boo was leading until he hit that question block and it really slowed him down. Man, I think Diddy Kong is the champ. When you're done racing, you can store some carts in these hidden compartments in the supports. With the Super 6-lane raceway, everyone always wants to extend the length of the track, especially if you can make it a full 20 feet 8 inches for a quarter mile. But it seems like Hot Wheels did the same thing with this one, being that you can add Hot Wheels track after the finish line, but not really before it. I tried adding 5 pieces of orange track and reattaching the end-on that catches the cars, but I found surprisingly, even with only 1-foot sections, there wasn't enough quality control for the pieces to be the exact same length, so they just didn't quite fit together right. I decided to do a test with some regular Hot Wheels cars just to make sure things would work as expected, but something surprising happened. Even with the switch in the locked position, when you would send a car down, sometimes it would trigger an item. As frustrating as that is, I found an easy workaround, because the item section itself you could just take right out and then reattach the 2 smaller Rainbow Road sections. It may not be entirely necessary, but you could even move this one support further back to better balance the weight. And here's a race with 5 Hot Wheels cars and the item section just taken out.
Will you be getting Hot Wheels Mario Kart Rainbow Road? Let us know in the comments why or why not. Thanks for watching Common Collected. We'll see you in the next video.